Hello. Is it doing that horrible thing? So, anybody want to fill me in on my sound? How's the audio? I mean, I'm just gonna have to wait. I'm not gonna sit here and talk too much if it's like really bad. So I'm gonna have to just wait until somebody says something. A stoner MR. Get it? How's my audio? Is it unbearable? I've been waiting for someone. Does it? Okay, what if I start getting a little too rushed or talk too much or get a little loud? Does it still sound okay? Not that I should be getting loud. People are sleeping, but still. Um, Sounds okay. My sound check did not go well. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to find out. And last night it was fine. It didn't sound good on my end, but there were no complaints. Is it my voice that gets a little raspy or the audio? Because, like, when I did my sound check, it was like fucking horrible. Okay, okay. I was like, I have a raspy voice. It's alright. I'm not worried about that. um, okay, well, if you think it sounds good, then we can get started, get into it. All right, that's cool. It was not fine on my end, and the last time it was like this, it wasn't fine on the viewer end either. So I'm glad it's not an issue. Um, I debated with myself if I was going to get a different streaming software for this, and I decided no, I'm not. Well, like I love streaming, but it's not enough money for me to be like, let me fucking sit down and take an hour and a half to learn new software or pay money for something or like no. It's fun. Love being here. Yeah, but I think we just have to like go with the shitty audio sometimes. Unless this became more worth my time. No offense to anyone. And thank you for all the support and all the subs and for watching all my stupid ads. But that's the thing. It is aesthetic because this is all customizable on Twitch Studio Beta, and it's not free or nearly as easy to do on the other software, the streaming softwares that I looked into. So if they want to fucking make the audio aesthetic for me, then that's what they're gonna do. I'm gonna let them. They let me do whatever I want. So I kind of want to stick with them. You know, I do want to stick with them. Um, I it's Twitch. I feel like the best software to use is Twitch, right? Like you would think that, but everyone's like, no, you should get Streamlabs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. A lot of them are like so geared toward gaming that you can't not do this gaming kind of stream on it. From what I was reading, each one about, but yeah. So, anyways, there isn't much on the agenda, hence the name. Nothing comes to mind. Like, couldn't think of anything for the title. Didn't really know what to do tonight because I think one thing, even though it's just me and Dink right now, one thing that I will do tonight is announce what's going on tomorrow because I'm really excited for my stream tomorrow. But tonight I might skip doing tarot because tomorrow's going to be a fucking stacked lineup. And I think I'll write it down with y'all. So tonight I was just going to do more like questions like we always fit in, and like I might pull out a deck, but tomorrow does it? It's so cloudy here. It's been snowing. Which here is slowly being revealed over the next few months, but that's nice. Yeah, that is nice. I'm looking for a pen. Okay, I was like, what am I doing in this drawer? I'm just looking for a pen. So, we're gonna get the fucking lineup for tomorrow. I'm doing a special Halloween Oracle channel message tomorrow in place of Janis Joplin's birthday. Yeah, and so I'm gonna get the guest list tonight, but that's why I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do tarot tonight because I want to like save the energy I need for tomorrow. And tomorrow's gonna start late. It'll probably be around this time again. As long as I start before midnight on the West Coast, I'm cool. You know, it's 27th, but the whole idea was the 27th and a Friday. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fun. Also, do we want to knock all the ads out in the next 5-10 minutes and then have an hour of uninterrupted ads? Yeah. Yeah. I think we should just do that. So I'll be right back. Okay, back to the chat. We know that I'm chatting because the pink box and then like the little turquoise box is when I'm doing tarot, but I'm probably not doing tarot tonight. No, I'm glad you did. Typically I do tarot readings. Tomorrow night I'm gonna do a fucking badass lineup. It's gonna be so stacked. We're gonna find out exactly who's on it. But the whole idea was that because we missed Janice's birthday due to my lack of having Wi-Fi at that moment, which I clearly do now, her and I decided we'll do something else. We're going to do something equally special as her birthday always is. And if you want to catch her past birthday streams, you can look on my Instagram at Illy Millie. Not the IL Mistakes account, but the at Illy Millie account. The OG, the one I used to stream on. I don't really stream tarot on the new account. It's low-key my music account, but I don't really make enough music to justify it. Thank you. Oh my god. I didn't like giggle like that. What the fuck was that? Let's just be honest. But thank you. It's so nice. Lucky Ash. Hopefully we hit them up and let them know. I love that. Thank you. This is so much fun. Twitch is a really fun place to be. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, every stream is a little bit different, and we don't really stick to a script or a schedule around here, to be honest. It's just truly not my thing. I tried that for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Maybe 3. I think I got through 3 weeks of scheduled streams before I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't have a schedule anymore. And then even said like, I'm gonna make a new schedule, and was still just like, fuck it. Just no schedule. I'm sorry. I tried, and it did help. I noticed it definitely helped, and a lot of people were there like at the start of my stream, instead of having to fucking wait. It's okay. Hey, man, listen, drunk tarot is not always the best tarot, and you know what? You seem like a really bright, kind of sunny disposition person, even if you have your like mega dark, self-loathing Scorpio side. You seem like a very inspired person, very unique, very different, very, very cool in your own fucking weird way, right? But that deck, I think, was just so much like that it's just not what you needed. So I wouldn't worry too much. And if something comes up in your career, your love life, your whole situation, family drama or anything like that, then we'll know which deck is for you. But you didn't need me to just like tell you life is awesome. You already know that. So it's cool. No big deal. Thank you for the follow. Lunar Kai, kind of a sweet name. Wow, cool aesthetic. What's up? I'm not doing any tarot right now. I'm just chatting. We're going to be doing tons of channel messages tomorrow. Okay, I guess it's time I just say it, because I think if you're like a smart person and watch my channel enough, you would have well figured it out. Oh, yeah, a few people. Oh, I noticed you Binko, whatever's going on there with that name. I noticed you followed me when I wasn't streaming, so thank you. I don't know if you were like watching my replay and liked it or what, but thank you. So the stream tomorrow is going to dumb. Thanks. It's actually there's people I know on here tonight. That's funny. Are you a Cancer too? So it's like we're just drowning right now. Is that the thing? Oh no, you're a Leo? I feel like you have a July birthday. I don't know why that's standing out to me. I feel like I met you on your birthday. Whoa. What the fuck is this? Oh, thank you, Mod. Thank you, Mod. Okay. It's always good to have a Leo around this channel because it does get watery. Oh God, I love you. Thank you so much. I was like, that name seemed fishy in the instant long message, and the first all I read was, "Hi, I want to offer," and I was like, "Oh hell no!" and it disappeared before I can even finish. Are you are you a Cancer to complete it or no? Because we have Scorpio, Pisces already. If you were a Cancer, that'd be hilarious and just absolutely great. Wouldn't it be? Tell us. Such suspense. Who are you? Scorpio with Cancer rising. Perfect. I'm a Scorpio rising, but a Taurus sun. If y'all didn't already know that. Um. Okay, we are almost at an hour right now, so I'm gonna run 3 more minutes of ads. I know it's annoying, but then we're just gonna have a whole hour of uninterrupted stream. And I'm really good at like not letting the auto ads auto roll. So in the long run, it works out. But half the time, the ads don't seem to actually play, which I think is really weird. Yeah, exactly. And it's like the first 20 minutes, it's like they make you wait until you can play them again, which is annoying. That's our little intermittent conversation. It's not too bad. So if you are new here, which it seems like a lot of you are, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight, as you can see, the pink box means we're just chatting. The turquoise box will mean that it's a tarot time. But because we have a big lineup tomorrow, I'm probably not doing tarot tonight. So if you have any astrology questions, tarot questions, or like I don't know. Sometimes people just say their opinions, and you'd be surprised how much we talk about that. And like, I don't know. My kink is when you talk about my special interests with me. I don't know. So, anything you want to drop in the chat, this is the time to ask rather than tomorrow when you want to pop on here and interrupt what I'm doing. Now is the time. So, I'll be right back. Feel free to ask away. And we're back. So sorry if you joined us during the ad break and didn't know that we were not doing any tarot. At least right now, probably not tonight. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're just chatting. Chat about anything though. Any questions tarot related is a good time to ask. Even if it's personal, I'll just give you my intuitive answer instead of asking the cards. Sometimes astrology stuff is fun. I'm not an astrologer, so it's like just kind of our collective best guess on things. I'm like well versed in the zodiac, not an astrologer though. You know what I mean? Like huge difference. I cannot tell you about your houses, and I don't want to either. So never gonna, you know. Compatibility stuff, anything, or about what I'm doing tomorrow, or the process and difference between channeling and reading. A lot of people are always curious about that. I'm just giving ideas because I got nothing. That's why the title is Nothing Comes to Mind. I was like, yeah, I'm going to stream tonight because I can, and I'm going to stream tomorrow night. But I don't have anything to say, oddly enough. Yeah, all the fucking time. So get that. This is crazy. This is funny you said that. So a friend of mine that we met in high school really came friends after. So like I didn't know much about her life at the time. She brought up like a teacher. Well, she brought up like an administrator from our high school. And his name like has been on my mind, but I was thinking of the wrong person, you know? Still can't. Oh, I just remembered the dude's name. Doesn't matter. And I'd been thinking about this guy. Like I kept seeing someone on TV, and I was like, "Oh, it reminds me of this teacher I had in high school." But I was calling him the wrong name to myself. And so she brought up that name, and I was like, "Oh, that's so and so, blah blah blah." And she goes, "Oh, well, he died." And I was like, "What is that? Is that why he's been on my mind?" I mean, I didn't really know him, but of course, a bunch of people I knew him. Right? So it would only be natural that, like, sometimes it's crazy how people will find me. It's not even just before the stream, it's just literally anytime. I don't have to be streaming, I don't have to be about to stream. They'll just pop up anytime. And I don't always know them either. Like, that's such a situation where I'm like, that explains it, because I didn't know why I was randomly thinking about some dude that was my high school teacher for one semester. Like, I was not one of the teachers I was working with more, than that. So yeah, the fact that I got his name wrong and it was just crazy to me. It was really, really wild. And I just fucking bleached my coffee apparently. I don't know. Wild. So they hang out all the time. It's like there was a point where I had a friend, Scorpio, just because we were on that water tip, and her mom passed away before I met her, right? Like years before my friend and I met. And there was just one day where I was like, dude, I don't want to do this right now. But I texted her and I was like, your mom coming through hard. And it was just like accurate, just like statement after statement. She was like, what the fuck? And it's like crazy because like I didn't know this woman, but she knew to come to me because she knew that I knew. It's weird. It's weird sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of cool. I feel bad though, because then if I'm like in a scenario where I know someone died, or like I was working in a funeral home last summer, and that was really hard because it makes you want to, like, you just want to tell everyone everything that comes to your mind, and like you can even know like who to say what to or what to say, and it's just like, oh, bummer, because like nobody's hiring me to do that, and none of these people know I do that. That's not why I'm at this funeral home right now. So it's like very hard. It's very heartbreaking. I won't, even though like that's the thing. Like I had a friend pass away, and he already knew in my life. So it's like some people will cling immediately, but they're like, oh, I died suddenly. I would like to say something. Can you tell someone and do this for me? And blah blah blah. And the problem is that the living don't want to fucking hear it. They like don't care because it's about them and they're sensitive and they're sad. So it's like fuck their last wishes and fuck anybody else's beliefs. Or no matter how many times I've been a reputable source for it, I still am doubted or told that I'm doing something outside of what I always do. Like somehow it's like supposedly personal if I know them. Yeah. So that usually is the problem. And so I really don't reach out and give personal messages to people who I know are not into it. Like people will come and talk to me about how they feel, but they know that I'm not going to deliver a message at this point because sometimes it's so vague anyways. And then some people it's like I'll only say something if they really refuse to stop. What do you mean? Let's see if anybody comes up. You had a grandpa in World War II. Picture like when you said that and I said, what do you mean? I immediately thought of, I just like pictured like the green era of the army with the kind of like fucking, what do you call them? KGB Kangol fucking hats. I don't know. Walking towards you. Yeah. Like he came home from war. He didn't die in war, but he was very much, a lot happened. So like, didn't ever leave the war. Maybe he was German, didn't leave the war. Okay. Okay, so I would love to touch on that if that's okay with you, Joey. Joey, I don't want to like put you on blast too much, but there's a lot that I could say about that. He'll always come say hi. He's always going to present himself as a young, strapping army man, though. He's never going to present himself to you as a grandfather because he never saw himself that way in a sense. I don't know if he was really like stern or if he was actually really goofy as a grandfather, but he sees himself as like a war hero above everything. And in his youth, not everyone's like that. Some grandparents stay grandparents. My grandma was like, look, I looked like Hillary Swank when I was young, and that is how you're going to see me now. So, period. I was like, Grandma, on everything that's the only way I want to see you, like thriving. All right. Black and white, baby. Yeah, like super dope vibes. Gemini, kind of love it. So, I want to go back to the Scorpio's comment about having prophetic dreams, being clairvoyant, imagining or seeing someone pass away, and being in touch. Okay, so all of those things, that's it. I don't think things follow you, but listen, you're a Scorpio, so this might turn you on to getting a tarot reading. Scorpio is the death card in the tarot deck, and death cards don't have to necessarily mean death. They can. I mean, there's been times where it is that and you know it, But God, I still get chills. Dude, this is a little bit of a side story, but it just popped in my head where it's like, it's creepy sometimes. Thinking back, when I first started doing tarot, I just did it for free at the parties that I went to, like a fucking magic trick or whatever. Because I was like still learning and no one taught me and I didn't have a booklet, so I was just like freestyling. So all of my experience comes directly from practice. And I wasn't even taking offers yet. It was like I just got the deck. I just started doing it, And I was like sitting in this garage, fucking letting people take turns. They'd come smoke me down. Usually is what I want because I was DD. Okay, this sounds really bad, especially when weed wasn't even legal back then. But hey, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna be honest. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So here. I was DD, so I'd be like, all right, just come smoke with me and I'll pull some tarot cards for you. And I don't even remember who it was because I think it was just really a random person at a party kind of thing. Like, I don't even think this was my friend. And they sat down with me and I'm going through the cards and the Hanged Man came up. And I was talking about it because I didn't really know. And I was just like, it doesn't have to literally mean someone like hanged themselves and died. They were like, it's okay, they did. In a garage, which we were like sitting in a garage. So I was like, I'm so sorry. So It was just like, it was crazy because I didn't even know. I don't know who that is. But maybe, no idea. It was just way before I was aware of what I was doing in a sense. I understood the tarot cards, but I didn't understand myself. I didn't understand necromancy. I didn't understand any of it. I like had a couple ghost stories at that point. It was fucking wild. It was fucking wild, and creepy. Where you feel guilty. You don't want to prophesize death. You don't. I mean, you don't want people to associate you with death in a negative way. But I love it. I was just posting on my story just now. Follow me at Illy Millie or at IL Mistakes. 2 different accounts for totally different content, but just an equal amount of gorgeous ass selfies, to be perfectly honest. But not ass selfies, you have to pay extra for that. So anyways, and put something on there that was like the depths of death, and I was like, man, that's so creepy. That's not really going to be people's thing probably, but it's fucking my thing. I actually really love spending so much of my life talking to dead people in a sense, or like being connected to death, or seeing the underworld, otherworld, Hades, wherever the fuck they show me. It's like, it's the most fascinating part of my life, I think, in a sense. I mean, it's not, but it is, because like you get to talk to literally anybody who's ever lived, in a sense, if they'll talk to you. Not everyone will talk to you, and I won't talk to just everyone. I have limits and things that I won't do morally, I guess. But like, it's fucking cool. It's cool. It's like, I think a highlight of this year so far, even though it's, well, okay, we're at the end of the zodiac year. So highlight of this year, of all the readings I did, of course I love hanging out with Nico, but Ken Kesey and Hunter S. Thompson in one room, that was one of the best conversations I have ever had, and it's so cool. I would have never, ever been able to describe this to my younger self, even though I was Catholic and talking to dead Jesus. So weird. I never did that, by the way. As much as people think that would be my brand, I was like, hey, I don't fucking know. I've been to the psych ward in real life, and I've talked to dead people. There's no fucking way you can catch me in those halls. As much as I like wanted to experience it, see it, even do photo shoots and stuff. Yeah, that's really cool. Can I see it? Will you send me a you send me a picture of that? That sounds dope as fuck. I wasn't a fan of him in high school because I thought his writing style was kind of lazy, but I've grown to really love him. A lot of people I've learned to love in death, and that's the thing, is like, I would have never started listening to the Beatles or been cool with John Lennon if he didn't come down in his giant purple head personally tell me that he was in love with Ravi and that he regretted it his whole life and Yoko should have left him. I would have never even played a Beatles record. So it's cool the way you get to know people, the way they change, the way they see things differently and become better people usually. And then, they don't leave until all the business is finished. And if all your loved ones are still alive, then your business is clearly not finished. You're waiting until you go to the next life so that you can have everyone with you, right? And it's great. And that's why some people are so connected and some people are very disconnected, because sometimes they just dip out and they're like, I'm not waiting for anyone. Actually, I was kind of done with all these connections. And people who are more present are like, don't worry, I got you. I'll be here the whole time until you're ready. And that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. So going back to the death Scorpio thing, sorry, that was a bit of a tangent. I try not to make it all about any one person, so cutting in with stories and conversation always helps. But Scorpio is the death card. Okay. I actually want to confirm that Joey's even still here, because it is mostly about him, but Scorpios in general. Okay, cool. So basically, I have always associated Scorpios with being really easy manifestors, right? But everyone else associates Scorpios with death. And I'm not going to go into detail, but a lot of Scorpios I know, they just naturally surrounded by death, people who die young or they die young. My friend who passed away at the age of 28 was a Scorpio. And, even even the young ones, like just born without a whole set of grandparents already, like just knowing death as soon as his life begins. But there's so many layers to that. So one thing I do want to point out also on Jaha is that I met like 4 fucking Scorpios the night I met you. So when I did a reading for one of them, I was telling them about how Scorpios are very easy manifestors, and this way you gotta watch what you say, watch what you do, and also watch what life puts in front of you. Prophetic dreams. Scorpios are water signs and fixed signs. Okay, so fixed signs would include Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio, right? And of course, that's my big 3 is in there. I don't really have, my only Leo placement, I think, is my midheaven and my Chiron. My midheaven, I think. I always say heaven, but it's haven. I don't know. But I'm triple fixed in the front and cardinal in the back. So I have no problem getting into that energy on this channel at all. And my Scorpio rising look good doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like I like this energy. This isn't all for you, but it's an easy topic. It's very relevant to this channel. So fixed energy, you got to think after naming those signs, it's like highly intelligent, highly intuitive, like very kind of honest energy. Like I hate to say that because sometimes Aquariuses can be so deceptive, but I feel like they'll confess to someone else if they're lying to someone, if that makes sense. Like they really are more honest than they are sometimes. They wish they were more honest than they act like they are, you know? And I get that energy from them. But Scorpios are big secret keepers. Tauruses are big secret keepers. Leo, I feel like, knows when to talk. It's that kind of energy of like, you can confide in those fixed signs. Fixed energy is very grounded and it's very stable, even though a lot of us tend to be super chaotic and all over the place. It just would make other people feel grounded. It's crazy, right? Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're like, my life's a mess, but everyone always feels good and gets their act together after they experience me. What's that about? That's that fixed energy. Fixed fucking energy. So it's like almost annoying because then they don't have the capacity to help us get our shit together because that's our job, but can't do it for ourselves and too busy to do it for each other. Like I'm always surrounded by mutables for a reason, but they uplift me. They are the only reason I know that I'm capable of doing anything, right? Because a fixed sign is going to do it for me. Brethren, fuck. I know. I know. So fixed signs are probably my favorite, but I don't spend as much time with them as I do all the mutables. Occasionally the cardinals. More rarely the cardinals. I've got some really great like acquaintance type friends that are cardinals, but all the people closest to me are pretty much mutable. It's crazy. So Scorpio specifically, like tapping into that energy, each element of the fixed modalities, and I will go into the other modalities too. We can do just as deep dive on the mutables and cardinals if you guys want to. The only reason I was talking about this was to go back and go more in depth about Scorpios and being close with death and being prophetic, because I'm totally here for it and hear it all the time. It's like the most out of touch fucking people still have that shit, and a lot of them will fucking drink and do drugs because they don't know how to fucking cope in a way where I feel like fixed signs are really, I don't know, if a fixed sign is going to be a drug addict, it's usually for a period of time. We're more bingers and benders than like full-blown drug addiction, in my experience. Again, Aquarius is a little bit more wild card, but the fixed signs are really going to be like into stuff and then just like not about it anymore, whereas like mutables will go balls to the walls until they literally are like forced to stop, you know. Cardinals probably didn't really ever try it. Fixed signs will be about it for a minute, but they'll stop. I feel like Scorpios are the most likely to never stop with their coping mechanism in that way because they can't cope with why they're doing it, and it's to suppress the voices and suppress the visions and just not remember your dreams and pass out. I really believe that. I feel like Scorpios and alcohol don't mix because you're supposed to be in touch with yourself and be in tune. And it's not that you misbehave on alcohol, because like a lot of Scorpios, even when they get drunk, are like so fun. Yeah, because you're a fixed sign at the end of the day. Totally see that. But whereas because I know I'm a binge drinker, I try to avoid alcohol. You probably will continuously drink forever because it is literally like a coping mechanism. But sometimes you can use it as a tool. So if you're like drinking a little bit, you start to get too weird, and then you just have to obliterate. And then it's like self-destruct because it's like, nope, they're coming out of I'm saying weird stuff because I'm speaking for dead people, and I don't really have full control over that because I didn't really ask for that gift. It happens time and time again with Scorpios. They manifest things really easy. They're like, I don't know, I said something and it came true. I didn't mean anything by it, or I wanted something and it appeared in front of me. Scorpios say this shit all the time. They have no idea. Exactly. They usually are. They usually are. Scorpios are the type of people, like, I've had a few Scorpios in my life who, like, you didn't even realize that they were, like, tragically addicted to alcohol until they got sober. Where you're like, I didn't even know you were drinking that much because you're so pleasant to be around. Like, personality doesn't change too much. Hey, lady, thanks for the follow. Whatever, you know? Yeah, and I don't even think it's personal issues as much as there's a lot of intuitive stuff going on, and you hear too much, you think too much, you see too much, and it's like, dude, sometimes even no, I don't want to know, especially when, oh my god, I don't mind when the dead will come talk to me for sure. Sometimes they fucking tell me stuff where it's just like, god damn it, I don't give a fuck what y'all doing anymore. Like, y'all taking too long, y'all bullshitting me. What the fuck are you doing? I don't give a fuck. It's kind of the vibe sometimes, but yep, that's usually the case when you lose someone that you love or that's really close to you. Absolutely. Just so you know, if you are new here, the pink box means we're just chatting, so feel free to throw any kind of questions about anything at me. We're going into some fixed sign stuff and specifically Scorpio and the connection to death and why I think it's the tarot card of death. But yeah, and that's usually how the story goes. That's how it was for me too. Is I always kind of had the gift, and I always thought like Jesus talked back to me for a reason, right? I don't know. I always felt like when I prayed, someone responded when I would pray to Jesus, but not as much when I would pray to God. As weird as it sounds, but that's because Jesus was a human, right? So I totally get that. When I lost a couple people, oh, that's the worst. But also, I would expect nothing less because you're a Scorpio, and that's how your life goes. And isn't it odd that I said my Scorpio friend passed away at the age of 28, and your friend, even though you're the Scorpio, also did? It's a significant age. It's like when you come into your own. Um, and it's very sad. It's tragic, and it never, ever makes up for the loss. I'll tell you that much. But it wasn't until I lost a few people in one go that I saw ghosts and felt like I heard specific people, and it came through the outside where I was like, holy shit, that's a sign. Physical markings and I'm gonna get my heart rates going up thinking about those times because I had no fucking idea what was going on. I just wanted to believe that there was something after death, because I was traumatized by the way people died. And oh, I love that. And I was just saying how much I like mutable signs and how much I'm around mutable signs. And most of the people on this channel are mutables. Got quite a few Virgos that come on here pretty regularly. So, yeah, exactly. It's just like, it's just curse of being a Scorpio. You get everything you want in life, but you have to suffer the experience of knowing death before it happens. And it's not always pleasant. Like I said, I enjoy it and I find it to be suiting for me. I don't know if that's too Morticia, but call me Illy Adams then. The alien conspiracy auntie. Even though I feel more like a cousin, I'm old, right? What is old? I'm so young. Yeah, so creepy. That one gave me creepy vibes for sure. So yeah, um, I feel like I believe you when you say that shit because you're a Scorpio. If you weren't a Scorpio, I would probably question you more, but because you're a Scorpio, I inherently know that you probably do have the gift. That sounds so Virgo. But also being able to see it is that water, that Scorpio placement. My moon just flat. I got this moonlight and it's like sometimes twitchy, but it hasn't been for the past like 48 minutes and it just twitched when you said that. I get flashed a little red. Hell no. I don't like that shit. My aunt flipped a chair one time. There were 5 witnesses from 5 different angles, and none of us could explain any other. She was mad as fuck. That sounds intense and dangerous. So I think this is a good opportunity to bring up tomorrow and maybe try to get the guest list together since we're talking about this anyway and I don't want to go too deep in. My moon is just flashing now. I'm gonna rip the bong again since I am dealing with a bunch of drug addicts. No offense, you guys, but how did it happen? Let's just be real. And should I be giving you drugs? I don't know. Do you consider marijuana drugs? I don't. It's debatable. Debatable. But you're welcome. Okay? We're not doing the channeling tonight. We're doing the channeling tomorrow, but I'm just seeing if we can get the guest list. Do you see my camera just went fucking out of focus for a second? It happens once in a while, but I don't remember the last time I noticed it on stream. Because they fucks with you, dog. They're like, don't mess with my job. Amen. And I've been drinking this bad boy today. You know I love me some Big Bay. So I love that Big B has those lids for their iced drinks that don't require a straw, but I ordered like a regular iced coffee instead of like my usual iced Americano, and they gave me a fucking regular straw and lid. And I'm like, so did I not spend enough to get the cool cup or what? Like, what's that about? That was so weird to me. Whoa, hey everybody. We're having a chat tonight. Yeah, I believe you, man. I've got to feel bad for you in a way, but I think you have a lot of fun with it, okay? Just so that anybody just joining us, when this box is pink, it means we're just chatting. So I'm not doing any tarot right now, and I'm probably not doing any tarot tonight. But if you have any tarot related or unrelated questions, feel free to ask them right now. That's what the chat is for, so you won't interrupt me while I'm doing tarot. And instead get all those little things out now. If you want to ask me any questions about your personal life, I will give you an intuitive answer without consulting the cards if you are looking for answers in tarot. Otherwise, I'm taking questions of any kind. We've been discussing death, ghost stories, weird shit, and astrology so far. So, yeah, most people that just popped in also left. They're like, no tarot, I'm out. And it's like, sorry, I'm using the tarot category because there's really nothing else. I can't just be like, metaphysical conspiracy. It's not a category on Twitch. But if anybody knows how we get categories on Twitch, do let me know. I should be the one to know that because I'm the one streaming. But, you know, I don't spend a ton of time on this. So, okay. Okay. Do you guys want to know what the stream tomorrow is? If you were paying attention, you could probably figure it out. Because we're going to get the guest list right now. pretty much the hints are, instead of Janice's birthday celebration, we're doing this, and it's on January 27th. No guesses. No one knows what the fuck I'm alluding to right now. I think I'm too new. Okay, I'm talking about dead people. I think that's like the only context there is. Okay, so there's no pillows, but there's like numbers everywhere. This one is 1010. This one's 1212. I don't know what you're looking at because there's no pillow. There's Jimmy in the back, and then like I have paintings over here, but none of those are 1111 either. So like I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Anyways, tomorrow we're gonna do a little 27 Club Party tribute thing. Yeah, kind of grim. I get it. But if I'm already the necromancer and dealing with like necromancy, then why not just pick that? That's like so Kurt. So we're getting the lineup. It's gonna be hosted by Nico, oddly enough, because she lived twice as long as them. But things it didn't go well really for her. So I feel like we all feel like that's so like appropriate. I'm so excited because it's all just coming together right now. And since I'm streaming, fuck yeah, I do astral project. Bro, people astral project to me, and I will fucking boss up and be like, get the fuck on, bro. Like I don't know what you're doing. Like I didn't teach you how to do this. Like yeah, no, trust me, scrying, all of it. You fucking kidding me? The government trained me. Fuck off. Don't fuck with me. The fuck? They practiced their stupid little laser gun on me. Like, leave me alone. You cannot. Or I will. Fuck, man. Anyway, that's where it's like, this is what she meant by Illuminati. And here I thought she was gonna send tit pics, and it's like, yeah, for purchase. LOL. Listen, 27 Club, rock and roll as fuck. So we got Kurt Cobain. Fuck yeah. Great guy. Writing a whole screenplay pretty much dedicated to him. Who else? I mean, Janice is the obvious one. Jimmy's been highly requested. Sounds like he's going to show up. Jim will, but he'll be drunk. There. I've been wondering if Amy Winehouse will come. I think it's a yes. I feel like it's. Oh, yeah. I just said the lag on this thing is just too perfect. Hi, Cosmic Theorist. Do you like theorists? Did you just join when I was shouting about conspiracy theories, or did you just then decide to say hello? Or were your conspiracy senses tingling? They're both already on the list. Did you both just tune in? That's crazy. That's so wild. I love that. Yeah, Jimmy and Jim are already on the list. Oh, good. The lag is perfect then. Okay, so it sounds like Amy will show up, but she's not really done this before. So I think I'm gonna need alcohol for these people. I ain't even gonna lie. And thanks. Love you. So the whole Scorpio thing, were you relating to that or no? What did you think? That whole conversation. I'm glad you were here for that actually. If you were, then thought that was interesting. There's okay. I'm pretty sure Pigpen Like, no one ever even remembers Big Ben, let alone the fact that I'm pretty sure he was 27 when he died. And that's who I would want to fucking talk to personally. Because holy fucking yeah, he's 27. And he's never in this conversation. And I just remember knowing that when I was like in my youth, reading all about the Grateful Dead in the good old fashioned way from fucking books written by their roadie managers or whatever. I love you. And he doesn't. Oh, he was going to be my host, but Nico's doing it instead. So Mac will have his own time. But I did miss his birthday, and well, we did a Mac Miller and Curtis Mayfield in October when I was doing Halloween Oracle. This is for tomorrow night. We're just coming up with the lineup. I'm not doing tarot tonight because I'm going to channel way too many people tomorrow and then probably sleep for a whole day. Or something like that. Sometimes I don't sleep for a whole day after I do excessive amounts of channeling, and it's just like insane. Who the fuck is Robert Johnson? I don't know if he's going to make it to the playlist, guest list. Who? He does not look like he died when he was 27, bro. This man has gray hair. Is it two different people? It's two different people. Okay, okay. He did die when he was 27. And he's a Taurus. All right, all right. I'm an asshole. I feel like Robert Johnson's a fair play. The fucking moon just got mad at me. Of course it is. Fucking Taurus 27. I'm just trying to do the math to make sure he was 27, right? You bitch. Yeah, no. Age 27. Confirmed. Robert Johnson's on the list. But we need to probably stop taking requests. I'm not looking at the chat at this moment. So I guess if there's any already, I will honor them, but I have to stop there. Sold himself to the devil. What do you mean? Oh yeah, so you did catch the whole Scorpio thing, right? Creepy though. I can't wait to talk to him. I don't mind the devil though. I don't get the thing is, I don't it is a hefty list so far. We'll see who shows. I feel like Amy's like still kind of up in the air, and the other ones I talk to so much that like I don't. It's not gonna really be an issue. But sometimes the thing is like Nico is my favorite. Somebody asked me about this yesterday. Like, do you ever feel like you become friends with these people? And I'm like, absolutely. I cannot get enough Nico. Like, I will spend so much time for Nico. Does he really believe that though? We're about to find out. Maybe they all did. I actually had this thought yesterday. It's weird that you bring this up. That they all did and died at 27. But there's so much more conspiracy behind it, and it comes up every time I stream with them, and sometimes it gets like too much where it's like, man, they're gonna fucking me. But then now y'all know that if they did do that, they did that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they say some radical stuff because that's who they were. They were like these young 20 well, they weren't young 20 somethings. They were very mature, well spoken, well rounded late 20 somethings that were forcefully addicted to drugs. A lot of them, in most of the cases. Not so much Amy had like the whole background, but like these were 18-year-olds that were groomed into success and dependent on drugs, and a lot of them, not a lot of them, but I think a lot of them were really estranged from their families. And so these record companies would fucking get them in, right? Well, good thing you're a fucking Virgo then, right? None of them are, I don't think, is so funny, right? Kurt's a Pisces, Janice is a Capricorn, Jimmy is a Sagittarius, Jim is a Sagittarius, Amy is a Cancer, and Robert Johnson's a Taurus. So good thing you're not a fucking Virgo. But no, they were like groomed into success, and had these record companies realize that no one was going to look out for them or look after their money. So the more debtor they were, the more valuable their shit, and the more would go directly into their pockets. That's why it's like so hard to justify listening to their music and stuff. Like Nico had a son, and I think that he's still alive, and that's cool. But these people didn't have kids, and like I said, they were a lot of like. Janice is the one who was like a runaway, but Jimmy, his family, I think, ended up with his estate, but they didn't even talk to him. Is kind of what came up in the last one. So it's like it's very touchy subject for some of them, but they're like, no, these record companies and industries, it's always been evil. That makes sense, and it's crazy that he says he sold his soul to the devil because they don't necessarily feel the same, but it's almost like what happened to them anyway. It's like you don't even have to make the deal or make the sale, and it still goes down in the name of rock and roll. And at the same time, there's really they don't regret it at all. I think a couple of them have more regrets than others. Jim knows that if he aged, it would not have been well. And as much as he is bummed that he died young, he was like, he's smart enough to know that his message would have not carried if he got any older, and he would have been shit, alcohol, fat, fuck, just would have burned out slow. It would have been bad. He hates that. Kurt probably had a lot more to do. I forget about Francis all the time. Francis probably gets a lot of his money, so he wasn't like he had a family. Courtney fucking did not kill him. I wish people would stop saying that. Courtney it like makes me want to cry. Like Courtney loved him, no matter what anybody says. I love that. I don't love that, but like I just fucks with the devil. Satan's like my boy. I don't know. They're different entities, but it's like I don't know if what he did was selling his soul to the devil necessarily, but we can discuss it tomorrow with him. But yeah, these people were just lost and young. I mean, you don't realize how young 27 is until you get past it, and then you realize how young they were when it all happened. And that's what's so funny is people will be like, I don't know, someone was hating on the Doors the other day. Someone on fucking Facebook was like, what band do you not like? And someone said the Doors. And I didn't say anything because it's just like, doesn't really matter. Okay, I guess. I don't know. I guess Moloch is kind of an asshole. I'm not really sure I fucks with Moloch too much. Sorry, dude. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm apologizing to my demon deck, not you. He was the brazen bull. Yeah, I don't know. Even as a Taurus, I'm like, that dude creeps me out, and only like he's a Punisher type, and that's fine. We need him. That's what's so funny is like hell is for punishing sinners, but I feel like it's also like people go there and just chill. It's like if you're not like a pedophile, fucking rapist, murderer, like you can just keep smoking weed and drinking beers in the afterlife because that's what they do. It's like you only get punished if you commit crimes. And it's like you have this like homo erotica never been a crime. It's just like you're allowed to do it here. So if you do it here, you can come do it there. Who fucking cares about whatever God's doing in heaven? It's like I don't know. It's just so funny the layers to it. It is always going to get dark over here. It's just kind of funny. So I think it just depends on what entities you're working with and who we're talking to. Because I wouldn't want to be making any deals with Zeus, that's for sure. But if I can go check in with God, and God tells me what to do and leads the way ultimately, then hey, that's what it'll be, right? Amen, amen, amen. I am some sunshine, daydream, dark time, nightmare thing. So I love that. Very cool stuff coming up too. I have no idea. It's stressed about it already. I'm not like stressed about it. I'm like, okay, we'll try it. But we'll know in the next few weeks what's exactly going down. Love that for all of you. Yeah, so we're gonna get more into it tomorrow night. That's just like the vague message surrounding the situation. It's all true and it's all fake at the same time. So The record industry being evil isn't exactly a new thing, is it? And it's not always the devil to blame, I think, is a big moral lesson. I can understand why somebody would assume that, but devil is also vague. It could be a devil, but it's not like, don't put that shit on Satan. He literally is like, he's got like this bodyguard energy where he's like very big and exactly what you imagine is demonic, like Satan. Okay, I'm not talking Lucifer. Is very much like the depiction in the show. Whoever made that show probably knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's very big Lucifer energy. But Satan is almost like Bowser. I love that because Virgo is like so Persephone in a way. I identify very much as like a daughter of Persephone, but I feel like Virgo's real Persephone energy. Um, and here I am. Yeah, welcome. It may not feel like a warm welcome, but it is because it's hellfire. Yeah. Um. Oh, girl, I do this all the time. We don't need that. I'll just tell you something creepy. Like, you don't need. They don't need to come fuck my shit up. They know not to fuck my shit up. I let them speak, so they have no reason to fucking knock anything off the fucking shelf because they're not trying to get my attention. They have it. uh, Hello to anybody who just walked in. Um, Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Do, do, do. Anybody have a LG back in the day? Good morning. Good morning. Ba, 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 ba. Good morning. The Good Morning song, LG classic. RIP to LG. I'm still upset about it. If anyone was wondering about my glasses, I just can't see. That's why I've been sitting like hella close to the screen instead of like back the fuck here like I normally am because I'm reading that shit. I am not wearing contacts. I just forgot to put on glasses when I was streaming already. I was like, fuck it. What are you gonna do? That's so real because Loki, same thing. Yeah, and Thor, and yes, agree. Okay, that does make a lot of sense. I think Hades wants your ass. Like to eat. Sorry, that was so inappropriately vulgar. I'm so glad we lost all those randos. Holy shit. Before I said some shit like that. Lady, you're a lady. I didn't mean anything by what I said. It was Hades. It was Hades. Ladies, it was Hades. Listen. That actually explains a lot for me. Hades is also my dude. That's what I'm saying. So Satan, though, that's what we were getting at, right? Satan, not like Lucifer, not like cliche devil like him. Satan is like this. I don't know if I'm supposed to even give up his identity. Ah, yeah, never mind. You're not supposed to see him coming. But he's much different. No. Satan's a bodyguard. He's it's not death. He does come and collect. But he'll come talk to me. He'll come ask me before he takes anybody. You know? And he doesn't take them in life more so 111. It's like once they're already dead, he takes them to their cells and shit where it's like, no, yeah, it's that one's yeah, if they're alive when they die kind of thing. Like I don't know how else to explain that, and I probably shouldn't say too much. He's like, please. As I see him very clearly, but he doesn't really want his identity revealed because no one would believe me. Something like that. He's really quite sweet, and I think the reason that each one of them, hi Satan, or what's that audio? I don't even know what it's from. Oh, hi Satan, hi. It's so cute to me. Yeah, they all have a bad rep because everybody thinks of them all as one thing or person. And because their personalities are so different, it's like they have so many bad sides. But Satan, specifically, like I said, he's like the bodyguard, comes and collects prisoners type shit. Whereas Lucifer is just kind of a guy. He's more like the vibe check, right? He's like, cool, I'm gonna send you over there. And he's like sending you straight to Satan, or he's like, sending you to the lounge, right? Oh, hey, Joe, I heard you shut your lady down. Whatever. Thanks for the follow. That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't do anything to you personally because smoking weed and having premarital sex aren't actual sins. They are like looking for rapists, pedophilia, self-aware, or what's ignorant, but um, unapologetic. That's honestly yo, what up, Dom? I have not worked on any of those songs, by the way. It's a slow process. I don't know why music is so random to me. I get spurts where I do it for like 2 weeks straight, and then I don't do it for an indefinite period until I'm back on it for 2 weeks or 2 days. No idea who that is. So, either way, I think they all have a bad rep because everybody thinks they're the same person. But Satan's more just making moves, doing his thing. And Lucifer's like aesthetic king. And then like the devil, I feel like the devil is the one who would comically look like him. But like it's not like one, it's more like it's not a race or a creature. It's like it is kind of a weird sub entity. The devil is different and like not as nice maybe or is a little more cunning than the other two. Doesn't speak English type shit. Um I love that for y'all. I listen to music and I sing every day so that I'm consistently practicing, but making music, especially because I'm just like doing it by myself. It's so silly. I love I love my music and I know that like no one else does and it's fine because it's like borderline unlistenable to. But I'm not about to invest in it. And so funny to me that it's fine. I love what I do. I don't even care, right? Yeah, I love singing so much. That's why I was like, fine. If no one wants me to sing on anything, I'll just do it myself. And then it's like, well, what is it gonna be? And it's just me singing and singing instruments, which makes covers a lot easier than originals because it's like, okay, so if this was a guitar, what would it sound like? It's weird. It's weird when it doesn't already have like a. I don't know. I'm still working on it. Because I don't tell anyone. I hate dongs and I hate instruments. Okay, I said it. I'm sorry. You can leave now. All right. I'm a cat person and a vocalist, and that's who I am as a person. I'm like if Britta got to be Abed. Okay, so it is what it is. If you don't like it, fucking leave. I'm the one streaming. But anyway, I didn't mean to get so passionate just now. We have like 6 minutes until we do our ad binge so that we can have an uninterrupted hour of this intensity. Oh, I love that. The voice is an instrument, and I'm too busy going crazy with my instrument myself to play one. I'm sorry. I get that like you can play guitar and sing at the same time, but you're not about to do like as much as I'm trying to do when you're doing both. And it's fine. It's almost like a different kind of talent and skill that I like do not possess the coordination to do both. Because I'm busy, bro. I'm like not a beatboxer. I'm a blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's like things that I want to say. It's almost as if someone's talking about me through me or something. It's so goofy. But I'm saving that for tomorrow anyways. Cool. So we have the lineup. Y'all want to hear the lineup for tomorrow? We got the Halloween Oracle on deck. And just a reminder that when you see this view of this pink box, it means we are just chatting. So feel free to add to the conversation and interrupt however you please. Ask any questions. Nothing's really off limits unless it's XXX rated, and then you need to go through the proper channels. So don't even try it. Honestly, very hard to get a rise out of me. And if you do, I usually diffuse. So feel free to contribute. But tomorrow we'll be doing tarot, and you'll know because the square turquoise box will appear, and then you'll be like, ah, yes, she's actually doing tarot. But tomorrow's 27 Club lineup, hosted by Nico, is going to be with Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Amy Winehouse, and Robert Johnson, because if you're new around here, I am the necromancer. I'm talking to dead people. That's like a big part of the channel, is channeling. Sorry, there's only one very big tarot category to put us all in. That's really cool. I feel like I ignored the chat for a second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you prefer dogs, weirdo. Bleh. You like toddlers too, bro? Fuck. I'm sorry. It was like, I have nothing against toddlers. They're chill, but they're kind of like so annoying, like dogs, right? That's really fun about the beatboxer. I'm glad he was nice. Glad you're a cat person. That's really cute. Oh, I love that, actually, yeah. Proper queen. Queen's got a lot of shit to do, but that's okay because they still get to enjoy life, right? Exactly. And having a dog, to me, is just too much like having a toddler. You're just stuck picking up its shit. That's ridiculous, dude. Want to pick up a cat shit too? Yeah, in one place in a box. I don't have to go hunt the yard for fucking poo. I'm trying to have an Easter egg hunt. Let's leave the poo in the box, okay? I don't want to hear about you can use the doggy. I don't give a fuck. Cats are born with home training. They instinctually want to bury their sand. You give them a shit box, and bam. And exactly, you can just have something else scoop it for you. You cannot have a fucking litter robot for your yard. Just saying. Fucking love cats. They're literally so cute. I look at cats and I'm like, why are you so goddamn cute? It's crazy what they do. Like they just, oh, they're so cute. Yeah, you ever want to see me go soft? Hand me a cat, a cuddly cat, a big fluffy cuddly cat like Merle. Oh, that's my baby boy. It's terrible. He can do no wrong in my mind. He's really a good boy most of the time, but oh man. Yeah. All cats are a bit annoying. Did y'all hear the cats, running around and running about? LOL, I just saw a movie with her in it. And it was one of my favorite movies ever all of a sudden. I'm very inspired by it this week, although you wouldn't be able to tell because I look like someone's fucking conspiracy dealing drug dealer or whatever. The one who invites you over like for a fucking ape and he's like, yo man, have you ever heard of QAnon? I was in this rabbit hole and I found out that the government knows that aliens exist. That's why I got this hat. So the government knows that I know. Like that's literally how I go right now. The thing is, just because I don't want you guys to think that I am actually dressed like that, this outfit is really cute. Like it's a cute dress. It is a cute dress that I'm wearing, and it looks great on me. And yeah, no. The fit is really good. I'm just cold, and yeah. I had to do myself a little bit of justice. I know y'all aren't really judging me, but I couldn't have y'all judging me, okay? So, listen. Listen, it's time for ads. I'm going to be 3 minutes. I am high fashion. It's all broke bitch high fashion, but it is high fucking fashion. I am a fashion icon because I got sent home from school by the nuns. I had a full-on war with them when I was like 4 years old because I really was like, I want to wear this beaded leotard two-piece. And they were like, what the fuck? Thank you. Slay. Okay. It's ad time. We got 9 seconds till pre-roll, so peace out. See you in 3.